Any other thoughts or questions? Yep.
Yep. So we have a group in India. So our German soul winning club, we decided to take an initiative in India to have a club there, soul winning club, a NIFB club as well. There are people who are going soul winning there. So the question is, so if we want to have a church plant one day, what is the best thing that they can do in order to make that happen?
Implement Texas cuisine. No, I'm just kidding. Sorry, the question was, how do you get a church plant in India? Yeah. Well, there's a lot of other new IB pastors. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, I mean, you're doing everything right. You know, just have a lot of people going soul winning, forming a group, and just keep doing it. I think, the Bible talks about like priests, like people, like priests, and I think that, God cares about his sheep more than we do. And if there's a group that's desperate for the things of God and for seeking for a church and pastor, God could bless them with that. But, I don't want to be, I want to be hopeful, but I want to be realistic. I think that it's possible, but it's not guaranteed because, let's just be honest about history in the world. There's not been a time where there's just a great church in every part of the world at any point in history. So I don't think that we could say that it's for sure going to happen now. But that doesn't mean that you can't do what you can, strengthen things that remain, preach to the people you can, do again. I mean, in the Old Testament, you had to move Jerusalem, if you want to be a part of the kingdom of God. You couldn't stay in Samaria. You couldn't stay in the northern kingdom of Israel. You can't worship God everywhere as far as at the same level. You had to move a little bit. You had to consider going somewhere else. In the Old Testament, if you were in the Gentile nations, you had to join the nation of Israel if you really want to serve God. You had to be in the wilderness with the children of Israel if you really wanted to be, in that close proximity. You had to be following Jesus if you wanted to be a part of the disciples. You can't just, I want to have Jesus in my town, or I want to have Jesus in my part of the world. It's like, no, you got to go where Jesus is. You got to go where the Spirit of the Lord is. And so, in a sense, I think some people have to be sensitive to that as a reality. So, as for me, I decided to move across the country to go to a church, and I think sometimes that might be what other people have to do.